A major call today for safer rail tank cars from the U.S. Transportation Secretary and his Canadian counterpart. Just yesterday, Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown credited WKBN for first reporting safety concerns with those cars, and that led to a new law he introduced. The concern is older cars carrying oil and gas from fracking operations are more likely to explode if the train derails and kill people near the tracks. 27 Investigates reporter Amanda Smith spent the day looking through the 35-page law and explains how it would work.
Brown's new law is designed to make rail oil cars like these ones here safer. It'll charge fees for companies shipping crude oil in these old cars, starting at $175 per car per trip. Over the next 2 years, that increases to $1,400. Rail companies will get tax credits for switching to newer, safer cars.
We're pushing the rail companies, the railroads, to take out of service those rail cars that are can potentially present safety problems.
The senator began advocating for rail safety after I questioned him for a March 12th broadcast. That report looked at how millions of gallons of crude oil pass through the Mahoning Valley every week. I told you how first responders don't know what's passing through their towns.
Amanda Smith's report was helpful in bringing those issues out.
2 weeks after that story aired, Brown began pressuring the Federal Department of Transportation to approve new safety standards for rail oil tankers. Those new rules were approved today. Then yesterday, Brown and 5 other senators introduced a bill to mandate train companies use those new cars. It will also create a new federal system for tracking these shipments.
With all the energy production, it's especially important that these rail cars be made safer.
The fees that companies would pay on those older tanker cars will help firefighters here in the valley. The money would go to training programs for first responders along railroads that carry oil. They'd learn how to better handle exploding tank cars.
So absolutely, any type of training is great for the first responders.
Columbiana County EMA Director Luke Newbold said some of the ideas in the law could prove to be very expensive, but must be considered.
The risk versus reward, how much is it going to cost? If you can save one life, that would be worth it.
Meanwhile, the rail industry says it could take years to rebuild or replace those older, dangerous cars. In Youngstown, Amanda Smith, 27 Investigates.